I was watching channels Super Fun, and I had this question. Let's give you the prompt
Okay.
first. Here's the scenario.
Perfect. It's today. I'm gonna need you to wear these hats. And pirates very rarely have both eyes functioning.
That's a lot of handicaps
Okay.
in one go. Yeah. Left eye or right eye?
Okay, so wait, if you get covered on the left eye, should we hit it this side? Oh my god, I can
Strategy,
see her.
attacking.
Okay.
It works.
Okay.
Can you go yar?
Okay.
Arr!
So they're going to play badminton. These two are professional badminton players. Channel Super
Okay.
Fun is like the comedy section of the prank section of Linus Tech Tips. And so these professional badminton players, they're part of their handicap to make the game balanced is to dress like a pirate and cover up one eye. And so my question is, which eye should you cover for maximum still good at badminton?
Okay. So first off, why do we have two eyes? Why not just have one? Go Cyclops.
Ooh, okay, so I guess evolutionary speaking, it's a good idea to have two. We have redundant organs because if one
Okay.
fails, then you got to back up. Right?
Yep.
For example, here you get an eye patch; the other eye still works. The other one that I think it's a big deal to have two eyes, particularly two forward-facing eyes, is for depth perception. You can take the
Okay.
image from one eye, image to the other eye. You see how they're slightly different, and your brain somehow figures it out. And it's like, oh, that's
Yep.
3 meters away, as opposed to the other thing, which is, I guess, less distorted, less like the images better overlap. And it's like, that's 50 meters away. It's super far. I think that's the reason.
Okay. That
Anything
seems
else?
okay. I like that. So depth perception.
Mhm.
So okay. So if you block one eye, you should no longer have depth perception. Wait, no, that's not quite true. But you,
I think I
you don't
think
have this like
I think that's right. I think that's right.
two-eye depth perception.
I think if you block one eye and you stay still and
Mhm.
everything around you in the world is staying still, then I think you lose depth of perception. I think you can recover depth of perception by like bobbing your head, or if things are moving around, you can figure out like, yeah, it's far away from one image. I guess 1 second, however the brain does refresh rates. From one image to the second image, you can see how it's moving relative, how a deer is moving relative to the background. You can figure out how far it is. But if things are stationary, like things you're looking at a painting, you can't. I think you lose depth of perception.
Okay, that makes sense.
Other
because-
than if you know the size of a car and it's far away, you're like, oh, that's far away. But if you're truly in an environment where you're like, I don't know how big things are, then I think you lose depth perception.
I see. Okay, so when they take away a single eye here,
Mm-hmm.
these badminton players should be at a handicap because they lack, I assume they're professionals.
Mhm.
And so they use their eye acuity as much as possible, meaning if they
Mhm.
lose depth perception, they might get worse.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
But that wasn't your question. Your question was which eye should they cover if they're left-handed or right-handed?
Right. Okay.
Is that right?
Exactly right. So I from high school biology, this was some time ago. If I remember right, if you cover the right eye here, then
Mhm.
that means the right eye is not getting any signals and not getting any
Okay.
light. So it means she's getting all the information that's going into her eyes is only her left eye. If I
Okay.
remember from high school biology, that signal is passed right to the back of to the left side of the brain.
Okay.
Like it's like a direct optic nerve shot right to the left side of the brain. And then the
Mhm.
left side of the brain controls the right side of the body.
Okay.
So if she's getting information from the left side, information goes to the left side of the body, controls the right side of the body. That would be best if she's right-handed. So I
Okay.
guess it's opposite eyes is what you want for like maximum reaction time. If not, if she instead got the data in from the right eye, but then
Okay.
in order for her to command the right arm, if she's right arm dominant, then the signal would have to cross over through the corpus callosum to the left side of the brain. Then the left side of the brain's like, okay, hey, right hand, go do the thing. So that's got to be some, I don't know, something milliseconds delay.
Okay. I think though the optic nerve is one of the weird situations where it actually crosses and like both eyes information is sent to both hemispheres.
Oh, really?
I believe. I think so. I think you're right. I've heard this thing like left side of the body goes to the right side of the brain
Yeah.
for some reason. I don't really understand
I
why.
don't understand why.
But I think the optic nerve may be an exception. Can we look it up? Just like I think it does like this crisscrossy thing.
Optic nerve side of brain signal. That's
Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll just do AI.
sure. The optic nerve transmits visual signals from the retina to the brain. Yep. But the arrangement of these chiasm is complex to the optic chiasm?
Chi-
Chiasm?
Chiasm.
Chia.
Chiasm.
Chia, like the seed. No, that
Oh,
can't
the
be right.
seed,
That can't
and
be
then
right.
ism. So,
But it's not
okay.
ism. It's asm. Okay, whatever. The optic schism?
Chiasm.
Is located at the base of the brain, inferior to the hypothalamus, so below that, where the optic nerve from both eyes meet and partially cross over. Oh, interesting. That's
Mm.
surprising.
Oh yeah, there's a picture.
Oh yeah, hey, here's a picture. Oh, gross, so gross.
There it is.
So another eyeball there. They go through this chiasma, and then chiasma,
Mhm.
and then optic tract, both.
Yeah.
Ah, that's surprising. That's surprising because the brain's still. It's not like one eye is getting the signal sent to both sides, because otherwise, if it truly like data overlapped, then how is your brain detangling that to know like this signal came from the right eye, this signal came from the left eye, therefore I can superimpose and get depth perception out.
I doubt anybody knows how it works because
Right.
I don't know if we know how the brain works. And it's kind of interesting that the optic nerve does this crisscrossy,
Yeah.
and how does the signal not just get scrambled in the chiasma? I don't know, but it does. So if you have both eyes, information goes to both hemispheres in some sort of way.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, it's weird.
I thought
Brain's
there was
weird.
this.
Why do we have two hemispheres?
Yeah, why split the brain like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember from psychology, there's some experiment where you put like a divider, you sit in front of this wall, and so then
Mhm.
you get on one side you get like an image of somebody like smashing your hand, and then the other
Yeah.
side of your brain freaks out, something like that. And that's like that's the experiment for
Mhm.
how signals are going across,
Yeah.
something like that.
Right. But it's complicated by the fact that the nerves cross in the eye.
Mm.
So I think I would imagine if you are left-handed, that would mean it doesn't matter what eye you cover. Except I think you do have a dominant eye though.
You definitely have a dominant eye.
And one of the eyes is like a support eye.
Little BI.
So I think if you cover the dominant eye, you're going to be more degraded than if you cover the support eye. I don't know what the proper terms are. But does that correspond to handedness? Or is it sort of random? Like if you're left-handed, does that mean you're left eye dominant? Or is it-
Helicopter movie Nicolas Cage.
What?
Firebirds, 1990. Like a big important part of this movie. Important part of this movie was that he was left eye dominant, but this thing goes into his right eye, and so he had to like learn how to shoot. He had to like teach himself how to shoot with the other arm.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
That's my science background there.
Okay. And I'm left eye dominant. And
But
I
right-handed?
have, but right-handed. And I have a slight lazy eye, which is not visible most of the time. I think you can see it by looking at it directly. But which means if I shoot a gun, I have to like be left-handed. No, wait. You have to be left-handed, which is
Mhm.
awkward.
Oh, interesting.
And you're supposed to keep both eyes open, which is messed up for me. Gosh.
Hmm.
So if somebody covered my left eye, which is my dominant eye, and I had to play badminton, I think I could muddle through. But if somebody covered my right eye and I had to play badminton, I think I'd be almost totally fine.
That's like a vision. That's more of an astigmatism. Did you say you have astigmatism? Is that the?
I have astigmatism and I have lazy eye. There's a proper term for when your brain starts suppressing the information from one eye.
Oh. So it's like your brain says this eye is good. This eye is like 50%. Like, don't trust that eye so much. Like, focus up on the good one.
Exactly, something like that. Yeah.
That's clever. Good job, brain.
Yeah. The annoying thing is, though, if you get corrective lenses, you're like, okay, brain, it's good now. Brain's like, no, nope.
You can't fool me with your inventions.
Yep.
Thanks, brain.
Ridiculous.
Brain's like, I evolved. I know what's up. Okay, so I guess the answer is, don't worry about it. Just put a patch on and play the game. Have a good
Okay,
time.
but what
Chill
question is the dominant eye correlated with handedness?
out. Okay.
Like if I'm
What is the rate at which dominant hand matches dom eye?
see if this comes out. Okay.
Research
okay.
indicates that approximately 65 to 70% of people have their dominant hand and dominant eye on the same side, meaning they are not cross-dominant. Oh, okay. I wonder why this number. I don't know. This figure supported the data showing that 67% of consistent right-handed individuals have an eye that is their have the right eye as their dominant eye, while 21% consistent right-handed people have a left eye dominant. So cross eye armed.
Yep.
Okay, and then they reconfigured these numbers in a different way of saying it.
Yeah. So interesting. So I think if you figure out which eye is dominant in the person, cover the other one, and that's the one you want to cover.
Yeah, so it's more important that you have your primary eye, your dominant eye, be the one that can see stuff.
That's right. And I think that is a brain processing thing, not necessarily like anything, what's the word? Inherent
Okay.
in it being important. It's like
What?
So like if it's not like better to be left eye left-handed, right eye right-handed. It's really just use your dominant hand and your dominant eye, and that's the best.
I see. So whatever your brain has worked out, either through genetics or childhood or whatever your brain's figured out, just do that one.
I think that's the right answer.
Okay.
Maybe. So I hope those professional players got their dominant eye covered for more disadvantage. Because
Whatever it was, it wasn't enough. If you watch the whole video, they do more stuff. It's silly stuff.
okay,
Good time.
I mean,
I'm glad
professional
Channel
athletes
Super
are
Fun is
so
back.
dominant. What was that?
I'm glad Channel Super Fun is back. They took like a 2-year hiatus.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
lost the password,
okay.
and then they couldn't access it, and then they found it again.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Or
Or
maybe
is that
I don't know if that's
is
real.
that real or
I
is
don't
that
know.
fake?
I don't know. Or if that's like fans made that up. Like, oh, they just lost the password. I don't know.
Okay.
Cool discussion.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next time.
Next time.